Hi, my name's Fiona. I've been a local resident in the City of Yarra for quite a few years now, and I've known Steve for a lot of that time. And I've noticed that he has been a real man of action in the area and also helped really push a zero emissions policy through, which has forced them to do things like change the streetlights in the area of the City of Yarra, and I think he'll be a fantastic candidate to vote for in the next local election.
All the politicians are banging on about protecting the environment, but what I've done with the community in the last 3 years is actually do something about it. Together we've brought in green waste, together we've brought in a zero emissions policy, and they've been huge changes. So I think that if you're voting for the environment, you've got to vote for people, I believe, that are actually doing stuff and not just talking about it, and that's what we've been trying to do.
The Eddington report recommends the east-west tunnel, which would supposedly start right just somewhere here, where my home is. I'm a member of YCAT, which is Yarra Citizens Against the Tunnel, which Steve Jolly helped to set up, and he's been really fantastic and supportive.
Stephen Jolly has been a great councillor for the area over the years. He solved many an issue here. The people have got great confidence in Stephen, and I'm sure that we could get through this problem with Stephen behind us.
The tunnel's going to be a disaster for this area. It's going to knock down houses, it's going to knock down property values, and it's going to be money very, very badly spent. Disaster for the environment. The $10 billion they want to put into this tunnel will be way better spent, we believe, on public transport. So we're going to have a major, major battle on our hands, and I think anyone who knows me knows that I'm the councillor that's going to stick with the community as long as it takes to stop this tunnel and to start having public transport instead of more private roads.
Hi, my name's Katerina. I have 3 children who've attended St Andrew's Kindergarten, which almost didn't happen as the kinder's been under threat of closure for the last 7 years. Thanks to the hard work and dedication of Steve Jolly, an amazing fellow, we can now say that the kinder is there for the future children of Clifton Hill. Thanks, Steve, you're a legend.
We've got about 1,000 kids on the waiting list in Yarra for kindergarten and childcare spots, and that's why the fight to save St Andrews was so important. This year we won. We've saved St Andrews. It's moving to Walker Street and Clifton Hill. So if you want to protect children's services and kindergartens in Yarra, vote for me.
To make people happy, that's the thing that community is looking for. Nobody is living idle. All of us, we need to live in community.
4 years ago, public housing tenants in Yarra were totally ignored. They were considered unimportant. They didn't pay rates. No one really cared about them. That's changed big time in the last 4 years. We've now got better security on the estate. We've now got better sports facilities on the estate. But most importantly, we've now got a fantastic sense of community on that estate. People are no longer ashamed in Yarra to say, I'm a public housing tenant. They're proud to say they're public housing tenants. And I've got to tell you, of all the things that I've done, that's what I'm most proud of in the last 4 years.
My name's Paul. I live in Easy Street, Collingwood, and a couple of months ago, myself and my partner got broken into. I called up Steve Jolly, and he came around instantly. I'm not interested in politics. I don't particularly have any political persuasion, but it was very refreshing to see a bureaucrat do their job and do it properly.
People are really cynical about politicians, and to be honest with you, I don't blame them. One of the things I've been really proud of is that every single email, every single phone call gets answered within a day. If you want somebody who's responsive to your concerns, active in the community and effective in getting results, then vote for me, Steve Jolly.
What we need in the city of Yarra is less of this and more of this. We definitely need less of this and more of this. We need less of this and more of this.
Hi, I'm Steve Jolly, and if you want to protect the city of Yarra from high-rise apartments, soulless shopping centres and environmentally catastrophic road tunnels, then vote for me. I may not have taught my children how to shoot moose, but they're not bad at handling developers.
Hi, I'm Corinne Grant. Sorry I couldn't be there tonight. I had to go work in Sydney. Hi to Steve. Congratulations on the launch of your new campaign. I'm supporting Steve Jolly because Steve is a person who actually gets things done in the local area and he actually listens to people. And that's why you're all there tonight too. You're there because you support Steve. I think the most important thing for us all to do now is to make sure that other people go out and support Steve as well. So on election day, drag down all your friends, drag down all your family and tie their hands to the pen if you need to and make them put number 1 for Steve Jolly for the City of Yarra.